this to every other student in 7th hour. So, I'm going to show you how to make this. The way that I did this was we started out with this sketch. I made it where I started on the front plane and used this line tool, to go 6 down and 10 across. I'm using it in inches currently. Then from there I took a sketch fillet, this right here, and put it on this corner and did it a radius of 1. Then after that I took this line again and did from here to here parallel on 1, and from here to here parallel on 1. Then I did this to that as 5, and I just lined from here to there as 1 line. Next, what I did was I chose this point area and I applied it down on this line, just anywhere on here. And then I would take this dimension and put it between those two to make it however long it needs to be. Such as, what I had to do here was, this was originally a point. I took this dimension between there and there and set it to 1.8. And I did the same for second point. I took from here to another point and put that 3.2. This is our middle ground for this right here. So then I went in 1 inch with a line, this line right here, and I went down diagonally. I believe it was 2.8. Let me check that. Yeah, 2.8. Because we also have to add the factoring between here, and that's 0.2. So 0.2 plus 0.2, that becomes 0.4, plus 2.4, that becomes 2.8. So we did a line between here and there of 2.8. Then we just did another line between here and here of 1. Then, what we did is we took a sketch fillet again and did it on both of these corners. That one there and that one there. We did it at a radius of 0.2. So that will create this kind of shape. And that's how I did this. Then from there, we want to start from this corner. I took extrude and I extruded everything in the design 5 inches. So it would look like a total of it would look like this. Then from here, what I had to do was I went down to the bottom and made this sketch. I did it on the top plane, this one right here, as you can see, top plane. And from there, I just outlined the entire thing. Boom to boom becomes 5, and then this to this becomes, how long was it? I think 10. And then this to this becomes 10, and this to this becomes 5. And then what I did from there, I used another sketch fillet and did it on this corner here and this corner here with a radius of, let me see, 1. And I did the same on all these 2 corners. Then I took then from the center point, as you can see, these are actually, these circles are coincident, or however you say it, with the center. Such as if I were to drag this around, doing the sketch fillet creates this. So now I snapped these, the center point of these circles, which radius is 1, to there. And that creates that. And then, after that, I used these extrudes. Now, this might be a bit confusing, so I'll explain it in a little bit more detail. So when I actually did the sketches, I used the sketch fillet on these corners, and that made this shape and deleted these 2 lines here. So what I had to do was go back in with the line tool and sketch a line from here to here and here to here on both sides. And then what I could do was click extrude, and you want to highlight the inner circles and these 2 parts right here. to make this deleted. And you want to make this solid, remove, and depth of 1. Make sure it's facing upwards. And then, after that, I did a sketch on face of extrude 1, this slope, and I did a circle with the radius of 2.8. But, however, when I did make this circle, I made sure to have it where I highlighted this, right here, the center point of that. There will be a little yellow square when you do it, and the center point of here. It will be also another yellow square. And it will be yellow dotted lines that will trail to the center. You want to create this at the very center, with a radius of 2.8. From there, you go to extrude, and you want to solid, remove, depth of 1, inwards into it, so it creates this right here, kind of hole type of thing. Then from there, we want to do a chamfer, this right here, and you want to get the very bottom of the hole, as you can see, the very bottom of the hole, and you want to do the distance of 0.2. And that should have it like this. That's how you finish this thing.